Hi, this is Tim of the Watchbox at SIHH 2019 on assignment with Europa Star magazine. We are at Voutilainen, the eponymous manufacturer of watchmaker Kari Voutilainen. Now the timepiece in my hand is a piece unique constructed of platinum. It's the Vingt-8 in 44 millimeters. You can see the timepiece is custom in every respect. From Vingt-8, Kari Voutilainen's dial factory, we have a guilloched frontispiece surrounding a blue mother of pearl at center, and my understanding is that both Mr. and Mrs. Voutilainen had a hand in arranging the alignment and arrangement of both the mother of pearl and other dial features. You can see the hands are steel blued and entirely finished in manual fashion. That continuous black polished rounding of the hands reveals the attention to detail. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see that this is the attention to detail of which I speak. Even small pieces like the hands, polished at their edges and along their shafts, blued at their center among the cannon pinion, as well as their outer loops. Turn it all over. You can see the double direct impulse, caliber 28. Now you can see the wheels operate completely unlubricated, impulsing a balance that beats away at 18,000 vibrations per hour. It features a full specular polished or black polished balance bridge. You can see it is a large balance, free sprung with its own overcoil hairspring. Not only does it have an advanced double direct impulse escapement that permits increased power reserve up to 65 hours, but also excellent stability and precision. Now the standard of finish is world class. As you can see, a combination of frosted bridges, a double spiral across the ratchet wheel, black polished screw heads with chamfered slots, and mirrored anglage, including interior angles along the 3/4 bridge off to the left. Now let's jump into other sizes and take a look at the entire range. This is easily the most elaborate dial that Voutilainen unveiled this year, but it is by no means the only striking option. Jumping to a watch that is 37 millimeters, this is a timepiece that features another dial by Vingt-8 and different finishing. As you can see, a combination of a checkerboard or quadrant pattern with perpendicular striation to create the textural effects that you see as I move it through the light. The same high degree of attention to detail to the hand-finished and blued hands. Now the watch featuring the characteristic Kari Voutilainen teardrop lugs welded on, nicely executed. This watch also in platinum. And on the case back you can see one of the distinctive features of Voutilainen watches. Not just the beauty of the movement, but the fact that they are sized. We saw the 44 and now we see the 37, and as you can note, the movement is custom cut for the case size. Now there's a lot of customization at Voutilainen, and you do have your choice since the man owns both the watch manufacturer and a dial factory. And if you want something truly extravagant, you can go with bright colors. Now all of the guilloched is done the old-fashioned way on a rose lathe. So Vingt-8 using 19th century style rose lathes to cut just about any pattern you like. This one features galvanic treatment to impart the extraordinary lustrous red. You'll also note all applique indices as well as stylized Roman numerals. The hands at center color keyed to match the dial. This one in a distinctly Swiss red and white. Now you turn it all over, again, the movement custom sized for the timepiece. Nicely executed of strap and buckle. I thought I should show one. Continuing our journey, we can see that you have the option to mix and match finishing styles. This, again, the Vingt-8 featuring both guilloched with galvanizing as well as enamel. It's a flinke enamel across the center as well as the subdial, whereby enamel is laid atop the rose lathe pattern. You can see an incredible rayon splayed rose lathe pattern across the center of the dial. We're going to move back out so you can see it in proportion. Now this watch right here is part of the standard sized 39 millimeter Vingt-8 collection, and you can see a broad arrayment of colors. You can choose your indices, your numerals, your hand centers, as well as your loops. You can mix and match to your heart's content. You can even get engraving. Now jumping over to something that's distinctly more classic in appearance. If you're into Breguet numerals, if you're into black enamel, you don't have to go Patek Philippe. Taking my smudges off its handsome visage, you can see that this is an example of the Vingt-8 in its standard 39 millimeter size, albeit executed in exquisite red gold. Now you have a red movement to match. Turn it all over and you see that the dial is black enamel with stylized, almost Art Nouveau applique rose gold Breguet numerals. You also have that contrasting two-tone set of hands and spare printing. For a man who has much to boast about, Kari Voutilainen is decidedly modest in how he signs his watches. Voutilainen and handmade, and that's really all you need to know. The quality and the detailing unimpeachable throughout. Now, let's jump to the final watch in our array, We're going with another Swiss style here, galvanized once more, red and white. Important to note, Kari Voutilainen making only about 50 to 60 watches per year, so you're guaranteed exclusivity. Sometimes it's not just the pattern that's cut with a rose lathe, as you can see here, it's also the texture that's cut into the pattern. And you can see the robustly reactive dynamism of this dial. It almost transforms like a hologram. It's very nearly animated. Of course, 39mm case, this one in stainless steel. I should mention that you do have options in base metals, this one in stainless and this one in titanium. Kari Voutilainen offers both grade 5 as well as stainless steel. Now the timepiece always features options to change your material, change your dial design, change your dial color, and color key your movement to the dial. Once again, you can see that double direct impulse escapement, one of the hallmarks of Kari Voutilainen, along with the considerable finishing virtuosity. This is Voutilainen for 2019. Europa Star Magazine and the Watchbox.